Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy 2nd of March. Hey, it was leap year on Saturday, which was pretty cool. But this morning, we gotta take these over to the sheep pen. Right now, the grass are like, here's a good example, I guess. They're barely coming back out, so like really small. Kind of sucks if the sheep and goats are on it. Just giving them some time to mature a little bit before I put them back out on pasture. So that's going to keep them in. One huge bale usually lasts about a week. So 4 weeks should be plenty of time for the grass to come back up. So it'll be March. Yeah, so around the end of March they should be back out on pasture, but that's what this stuff is for. Let the grass go back. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone had a good day. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to everyone. Or is it Tuesday? It is Monday. All right. Sorry, my day's confused sometimes. But it was a beautiful day. So check this out. The new pile is almost full. I don't think it started cooking yet. So this one's got straw, a little bit of hay, some of the spillage of the hay, the cow manure, and the horse manure. So just the only mixture. This one is cooking really good. Really, really well. I turned it last week. No, it was Saturday. I think it was Saturday. But it has went down way more. So I think I'm just gonna let it cook on its own, let it finish up. And I might just turn it over again one more time. Put like all the stuff on the outside, in the middle. And then hopefully somehow put the pellets back together again. That's gonna be the hard part. But for right now, we're just letting it cook. Also, gonna add some water to this one. It's kind of heating up now. Just been adding a little bit of water like every other day. I mean, it's still cold, and it's been cloudy today and yesterday, so it's really not gonna warm up, I guess, until, when we get some more sun. These guys are doing good. Got the grass hay mix stuff right there. Just gotta get some water tomorrow. That thing's empty. This little lady's doing good. But I looked at her mama the other day. The mama needs to put on some weight, so I think I gotta say hello. Yeah. That's Senora Ocho. She's doing good. Hopefully she's weaned off now, but her mama's, she really sucked on her mama for about 2 or 3 weeks, I think. I think maybe a little bit even more. Had to separate them. I probably should have brought the mom in, but she's a little bit bigger. The mama is about 4 years old, so I would need to add a couple more panels out here. This thing worked really well. It's drying here. We got some good rain that day. And they're right. Still a little bit skittish, but yep, everything is looking good. Anyway, just a quick update on this beautiful Monday. I don't think it's gonna snow or rain. They were saying just cloudy and windy, of course. I think the winds are coming a little bit early this year, though. Maybe because of the early equinox, I don't know. I know the equinox was a couple days earlier this year, too. And I noticed the winds started a couple weeks earlier, which is crazy, so who knows? Kind of crazy how nature works. Anyway, chores are done. Pins are cleaned. We get a little bit of fresh bedding in here. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Same with the horses. And that's it. Everybody, hope y'all had a great Monday. I guess I'll see y'all on Instagram. Is that good, Sally? Doesn't want me to dump it. Wait, wait right there, mister. And video number 2, to add on to keeping the ground covered. As you can see, this side, I did not cover it as much as I wanted to. Still kind of my experimentation phase to see what would happen. But I think majority of the seeds probably blew this way as well to collect right there. But look at that. Low marks are here. I planted 3 rows, cover crops, like spring ones, clover and all sorts of other, like 3 types of clovers and spring peas and some other stuff. So you can see the parts that are not covered, nothing's coming up. So, you know, just experimenting to see what the difference is. There's a difference. It's alive! It's alive! Yay! Take this bad boy out. Finally got a new tire installed on the rim. I had to buy another one though. That one's gonna get replaced. That's a 305 something. But the other one I got, like a 270. Still running pretty smooth, but gotta burn all the dust off. I just gotta move this over here somewhere. I got a motor for it. Oh, I don't have it. I found a motor for it, but I just gotta purchase it. It'll be pretty cool once I do that. Anyway, this is the big monster, the big yellow monster. What's up, everyone? So today, working on fixing the other half of the vegetable garden. This one I actually prepped the walkways, scoop all the stuff into the actual beds, which, oh, and I took out a lot of the big roots. Check this out. This is a clover. Look at those roots. It's crazy. I probably should have kept them in there, but well, I kept some in there, so I just want to see if there's a difference if I keep them there or if I chop them off. But I found one that was really huge. Well, this one's not that long, but look at that. The taproot on that thing. That's crazy. That's the beauty of cover crops. And then there's other ones that are not that deep. So just like different rows, like different depths that it goes into. So that's pretty awesome. And then I had dumped the compost that I wanted the chickens to, you know, move around. They didn't really do that too well, but that's okay. Oh, here it is. Here, this one. This one is just like regular grass. I think it was, I don't really know exactly what it was, but it's bunched up, but yeah. Look at that. Soil's improving, that's all I can say. I mean, when I first plowed this, we really did plow it, or grade it actually, because this thing was like a foot lower than that, and it still is, but we took most of it from there, moved it here over on that side. But you know, as time progresses, we just keep working with cover crops, and you know, we'll get more of this. And that's that. Oh, where's that? There it is. I think that's clover. Could be wrong. Looks like clover. Should probably give it to the chickens. I'm surprised the chickens didn't eat it that well. But I think they put it all the way down as much as they could, and these regrew back. The past few days have been pretty warm and sunny, so. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow. So I'm just gonna fill the sandbags. Where are they? Sandbags. Just get them prepped. And then tomorrow morning, before the rain, just cut the tarp. After it rains, maybe on Thursday or Wednesday morning, while the ground is still wet, lay the tarp on top of it. I don't know. Maybe that'll work. That way it keeps it moist and then germinate more seeds. I don't know, we'll see. Because that one, I just covered it when it was like dry. So my little thingy's working. It comes down. Voila! Hopefully we get it filled up about halfway, depending on how much rain we get. That looks pretty awesome. It's working. Not the straightest, but anyway, the beams that we put across is really wobbly, so, but you know, at least 80% of it is going into the rain gutters. Maybe more. Got a little bit still dripping down, but that's better than having everything just flood over here. Anyway, peace, stay dry, stay warm. What's up, everyone? So today, well, right now, it's a little bit breezy, but I think I can manage. Silage tarp time. Time to cover this. Time to cover this section of the mixed vegetable garden. And get it prepped. The company says 6 weeks. Saying 6 weeks, you know, get everything, or have it covered for 6 weeks. And that is like, I guess, normal time or a good time for everything to be prepped underneath the soil. So I got one of the silage tarps from Farmer's Friends. It's a 24-foot by 105-foot one. Haas Tools has one too, but their sizes are wider. I think it was 50 feet by 60 feet or something like that. So I think area-wise, they were roughly the same, but I'm going with the 5 rows. So there's 4 rows, that's 20 feet wide. The walk path, plus the walk path, it's like 21.5. So the best way for me to do it was to go with the Farmer's Friends, even though shipping was like 48 bucks, which was crazy. And then it's 105, so cut that in half, 52.5 for the cornfield. But then I've been tinkering with the size for the past, 4 years actually. The first year I did just whatever space I had over there and over here. This size has always been the same from the beginning. The one underneath the cottonwood tree, the cottonwood garden as I call it. 5 rows wide, so it's 21.5 by 50 feet long. So that became my standard this year. So that's why 5 rows, 25 feet for one section. That's going to be a little bit later in the spring. And the first one, the early spring crop, will be 5 rows wide, 25 feet long. So each year, that's pretty much what I'll be doing. 2 sections, early spring, later spring, maybe, or else spring, summer, fall, or early spring, later spring, summer, and back to fall. I think that's how it's going to work, but that's just something we got to tinker with this year to get that. But at least I got the sizes down, so next year, that's why I had to do that. Remeasure this the other day, 10 rows, so we got 5 and 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next year it's going to be the same thing. That's going to be corn. The other half of this will be veggies. Following year will be corn again, and then veggies on the other side. So at least I got the size down, dimensions for the garden plot. The second section is done, covered. I think I just need about 4 in the middle, so it doesn't flop around in the middle. Gotta know the other one. All right, I think I got a good idea for this month's podcast. Since we got hit with 2 days of rain, and then also given the situations that, you know, that we have at this moment. Usually it's just the sheep and goats that are pinned up for the winter. Well, that was for like the past 3 years I did that. 4 years ago I started that, but you know, I only did it for like 1 load of hay. But this is the 3rd consecutive year that I've actually really done that. And the podcast will be, how can you name it, like farming infrastructure, or howdy y'all. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Quick update. You'll see that number 8 is not here anymore. Always kind of a tough choice around these circumstances, but they have to be made. If you've been following me for the past couple months, you know, I talked about the grazing permit. You know, our numbers are over the allotted amount. So with that, you know, my uncle took his sheep back to his place, and now I decided to have, you know, my little calf processed, my cow, dropped them off today at 3 o'clock. It's a few hours ago. Kind of sucks. I only wish I could do it here. That way it's, you know, they're more comfortable and they're not in a strange place for the last night. You know, I mean, it's going to spend about maybe 18 hours in a strange place, and, you know, going to be sleeping on a concrete slab, and it's just kind of terrible situation to be in, for him to be in. But, you know, because I don't have the skill to do that, and I don't have the equipment to do that, or even the help to do something like that here on the farm, you know, I just can't do it. So this is the only thing that I can do. But you know, it's gonna be to, you know, provide food for myself and my family, so, and people in the community that are, you know, that want some homegrown beef. But, you know, that's just a update for today. Hope everybody had a great Sunday and an awesome weekend. So that's it. But, you know, have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, your evening, and stay safe. Peace out, everyone. Howdy y'all, what's up? So I just draining the water tank. Set it up to the gutters. This one fills up pretty quick. I drained the tube by here yesterday because the rain was coming. I filled up the little water tank over there in the barrel underneath the fruit trees, just so I could use that water for whatever, chicken water or something, you know, and give water to the animals over there, dog, cats, and even water the fruit trees. But we got so much rain, but I think those 3 trees together probably empty 2 of these tanks, so I think they're good on water for the year. But I'm also filling this side back up, so just a little garden hose setup. So here is I actually turned it off, so this thing's full. So this water mainly for the dogs and the cats. And Moose chilling over there. So that's for the cats and the dogs. I also use this water tank for the chickens and the kid in the room. So it's just kind of save it and then just use it for the animals around here. And same with this one. We've got a water barrel in this one. We'll see if this thing grows. I was cutting that dead off the tree when I was pruning. What's up, everybody? How's it going? I'll leave these here. Yeah, ready fighting over the pecking order. It's Billy. So I brought Billy and Pat over here so that they can get used to the little fellas over here. And then I don't gotta keep them over there anymore. Because in 2.5 weeks, that garden is gonna get covered and they can't be in there anymore. But these are all the kids and the lambs so far. I don't know if we're gonna have, well, we lost one back on, what was it, Friday morning? 1 kid, so we lost 1 more kid. But this is about everybody. My uncle took 3 lambs up there, and 2 more had, so there are 2 more lambs up there, so he has 5 up there. But this is everybody. Here's little Pat. He did something to his lip, little crazy man. And Billy, the fluffy one. Asia, Allie. So we got 6 little lambs. The little guy from the other week. Say hello. Hi, buddy. You go make friends, homie. Yeah, I don't think Billy's gonna have any problems. I think kids don't have any problems. They're always. Look at him. Yeah. He's gonna be the alpha goat. Oh, they're for real now. Oh, come on, little lamb. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Sunday. So today I start the amazing spring cleaning. Chicks are coming. I got 2 weeks. So I gotta get this ready. I gotta move this stuff out of the way and fix some of this stuff up, rearrange it or something. Last year I cleaned everything out. Was it last year? No, it was the year before. I cleaned everything out and made the shelves, just kind of like a vertical type of thing. And we have my mom's birthday in here, and still have the birthday banner up. But yeah, I'm just trying to get to that. I don't know, like a rule of mine is if it hasn't moved in 2 years, that means you don't need it. Or if you haven't touched it, haven't moved it in 2 years, time to get rid of it. So there's certain exceptions though. Like seeds and wheat seeds, and there's more seeds. Kerosene. You never know when you're gonna need that. We got some old school stuff here. Old kerosene lamp. That's what I grew up on. So all this crazy stuff that's going on, it's like, we're not worried about it. We're prepared. We came up from that. No running water, no power. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of like, that's not kind of, that's my rule that I try to adhere to every 2 years or so, that I clean my storage. So if it hasn't moved in 2 years, you either get rid of it, sell it, do something, throw it away. Like this big urn here, I'll probably just have to sell that because I don't think I'm ever going to use that again. That was about 5 years ago. I was selling Navajo tea, and it was pretty cool. That's before I started working here. And then, yeah, that old coffee maker, it's probably broken. I don't know. My mom doesn't like my rule, but I just have to, do it so not a lot of stuff accumulates. Other exception is like pipes. You never know when you're gonna need it though. So these ones I just keep because, you don't know when you're gonna need a pipe. I usually put those out on the outside though. Aside from that, these are just things that we can move to the side. And I also gonna start the chicken coop for the meat birds. They're coming in a couple of weeks. I got about a month to get it finished. So I got some leftover stuff from the barn project. And I never realized this, but if you have an old school style bed, the spring top and the mattress box, is that what they call it? You can actually take it apart and look. Plenty of 1x4s. We had a queen bed frame that we had to replace. And all this came out of there. So then you also got like 1x3s. Plenty of it. So I'm just going to use that and the leftover 2x4s from the other project to make the meat bird coop. So just gonna kind of throw everything away. The stuff that I can sell, I'll just post. So I forgot I had this. This is oats and rye. Yeah, oh, come on, camera. There we go. Focus. Growing right here on Laughing Goat Gardens. I forgot I was cleaning this. Maybe I'll just give it to the chickens. Or I might just reseed it. It's pretty cool. Good morning, y'all. It's a foggy morning here. Let's see. Pretty crazy. A little bit breezy as well. And it's springtime here. know some parts of the country, everybody's excited because it's spring, it's warm. But for us here in Northeast Arizona, it's a terrible time of the year. Unpredicted cold, and wind. The wind gusts up to 55, 60 miles per hour some days. Yesterday, windy from about 11:30 to, I don't even know when it stopped. It was still blowing at 9 o'clock last night. And then this morning we got fog, so we'll see what happens next. These two fellas to join the little ones over here, the corral. Come on. Hey, come on. Oh, look. They went to the little green grass. Come on. Well, just fixed it. You can see some of the wind moving it around. Just kind of fixed it back up, and we'll see what it's like. 10 more days on this one. Howdy, y'all. Hope everyone is well. So, winter is back. Woohoo! Check it out. Winter doesn't want to leave yet. But it's pretty typical for this time of year. I think last year, the first week of April, it was cloudy, breezy, windy, and snowy. The year before that, the same. And the year before that, it was like a little bit later, like middle of April. We got like our last snow at the end of April. So, pretty much typical weather up here for this time of year. Ooh, frost. No glove. I'm touching the metal gate. But the ridge is beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I can't zoom with the front facing one, but it's beautiful. Yeah. It's always nice. I gotta go feed the horses. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a great Saturday. It is Saturday, right? I believe it is, yes. So, we got these guys pinned up. Mr. Knoxville sold him this morning, so it's kind of funny. Small world, I guess. Those two, they're brothers, and I guess they worked with my brother on the railroad. They came by and like, oh, hey, it's you, what's up? And it was kind of cool, so I kind of felt, reassured and knowing that they're going to a good family to take care of him. And so, I was like, all right, all my worries are kind of gone now. So, it just kind of sucks for me because I know some people don't really care about their livestock and animals. So it's just always hard for me to, let them go like that. But with that, I was just like more reassured, and my brother's like, yeah, man, they're cool people. So, with that, it's like, all right, cool, I don't got to worry. He's going to be in good hands. And, well, I don't know what we're going to do yet. My mom wants to keep one of the lambs that are here a ram, and then keep one a billy goat. So I don't know yet though. I just got to start looking. I just kind of wanted to wait 1 year to where we don't have a buck or a ram, and then just kind of keep that way we keep the numbers low or at like a minimum. And you know, we'll see what happens later this year. So, but aside from that, everything is good. As you can see, we're back to spring mode now. So look, no more snow. See a little lamb smile. You smiling? You smiling, Patty? Hey! This one's the biter. You messed up your buddy's little neck rub. You messing you up? Look at him. Hey! Come here, come here, come here. Hey! Bite anything, huh? You're gonna bite everything, huh? This one doesn't like the neck rub. This one does. Look at him. Like, oh, yes, that feels good. And see his little smile. Hey! This one's a naughty one. Mr. Naughty, huh? Howdy, y'all. What's up? What's up? Happy, what is today? Tuesday? Yeah, happy Tuesday. Sorry about that, but check this out. Done. So that's done. It's almost level now. Just the top parts around the beds. This one's pretty level. Just the parts. This one is pretty level. So getting closer. Yeah, it's taken 3 years to taking stuff out of the walkway, putting it on the bed, bringing stuff from that end to here. A lot of work, all shovel and wheelbarrow. So, but it's been fun, and maybe another year or two, everything probably level itself out. Oh, and check this out. This is all residue. This stuff is all residue, so people say that you keep your ground covered to get bugs and whatnot, but I say keep it covered because look at this. That's all sand, but the higher you go, it's all black. It gets darker. Yeah, that's all straw and cover crop residue. So, and you can see where, look at that. See the color change on that? So cover crops work. Some people probably don't want to really mess with it, but I just started straight with cover crops. Well, year 1 and 2, I did synthetic fertilizer because I didn't know anything else. But then, like the winter after the second year, I found out about cover crops. So that's when I started doing cover crops, and 3 years, and you can tell the soil is darker, you know. Mainly on this side, because a lot of the residue, when it gets windy, you know, circulates on this side. But I got an idea. So first, we got to fill the sandbags. It's gonna be fun. Oh, I don't know how many we need. Maybe 50. I don't need that much, but you've all seen the wind, how crazy it gets here. I mean, look at this. Look at that over there. That's 25 for this one. I had to fix it twice. And then on that side, they're a little bit less. Not quite as full, because I didn't want to take much of the sand from the top. But then I realized I'm going to change a little bit of the layout. So I just started taking more with the black bags. So with that, this time, actually I have a lot to take off right here. And I took most of that and put it down there in the walk path last year. Was it last year? No, the other year. That's when I had corn, was the other year. And after all the residue and stuff, you know, it just sat there for a year, 2 years. And I scooped everything out of the walkway this year, put it onto the bed. So there's a lot of organic matter and other stuff, residue. It's gonna go back onto the bed. We're gonna cover it, and that should do the rest.